Hey, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I know it's been a minute. It's been a crazy last year, 2022, towards the end. I did my first MMA match. I got provincial champion, national champion, and I couldn't get my black belt in December because my uke, my partner, got COVID and literally like the day before and wasn't able to to make it at all. He was really feeling horrible, and of course he felt horrible about not being able to show up. But that was that. So I had to wait another 6 months. So last week on Sunday, so exactly 7 days ago, I finally got my black belt. So I did the exam and I got it, guys. So man, it's been a long time coming. So we're talking about 8 years of judo practice in total. Okay, so I started when I was 36. I'm 44 now, so that's 8 years. But remember, I did lose 2 years approximately due to the pandemic, and then on top of that, a year and a half, trying to find a partner and training for the black belt exam. So my first partner that I got back in January. What was it? January, I forgot, 2022. Yeah, exactly. He was, well, just not available. Like he would show up half the time. He didn't seem very motivated. So you know what? I just told him, hey man, it's all good. You do you. Because he was a young kid. He was being forced by his dad to do it. And he didn't really want to be there. So I didn't want to take a chance. I tried to find someone last minute and that didn't work out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I went to Shodan. It's another judo club where the old, it used to be the old national, where the national team used to train, and they really know their katas over there. So I went there and I found myself a partner, and then we trained up until December. We're gonna do it. He got sick, and then we had to wait until now. So that was that. So finally got it. Check it out, guys. This is the Judo Quebec. I don't know if you guys see it here. Yeah, you should. Judo Quebec, black belts, Shodan. Mind you, like I feel as though a lot of people tell me, and including my coach from France, like he actually gave me his black belt and told me, here, this is your black belt. Don't wear it until you actually get it officially. But now it's official. So I'm a black belt. It took 8 years, but it would have taken 5 if everything went as planned. It would have been 5 for me. So today what I want to do is I want to show you guys the exam, the one that I did last Sunday, and yeah, just so you guys could see what it looks like. So I had to do the kata. They ask you at the beginning, like, okay, how do you want to go about this? Do you want to do the kata first, the gokyo first, or you want to do your randori first? So you could tell them what do you want. So me, what I told them is, okay, I want to do the kata first, because the kata is actually the one that takes a lot of focus and energy. So you want to get that done first. And then I chose the gokyo. So the gokyo is where they call out the techniques and all. And voila. And after that, the randori. That's what I chose. My partner chose that as well. And at the end of my exam, when I was supposed to do the randori, they didn't ask me to do the randori because just prior to that, I was the uke for my partner, and my partner, well, they made us do a really long randori for his exam. So I guess they kind of like understood that, yeah, this guy's okay. So let's take a look at the randori. Sorry, not the randori, the Nage-no-kata. And I'm going to not pause it. I'm just going to let it run so that you guys could see the whole thing and just talk over it. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And all right, let's get this show on the road. All right, here we go. So let me just kill the volume on this a little bit. Perfect. And play. All right, so that's me to the left, walk in, that's my uke. My uke is really tall. I'm 5'8", he's like 6'2" or something like that. So we had to work really hard to make it work. And also he wasn't he wasn't very good at break falling and even throwing for that matter when we started together, but it was the only partner I had. So one thing I liked about him is that he's very, very committed. And so, yeah, we stayed together and we made it happen. Boom. So first one right there, right? And you see the 3 judges. So that was Ukiyo Toshi. And boom. This is it's only for the Nage-no-kata, for the Shodan, which is black belt. It's only the first 3 sets. So it's not the whole Nage-no-kata. Like that would be for second dan. So here's Ippon Seo Nage. Boom. See right there. He was a little bit off, but he was able to adjust to fall in the right direction, which is important for the kata. Because remember, guys, this is a demonstration, right? Kataguruma. It took me so long because I have big time back issues. So for me to be able to do Kataguruma, I really had to be technically perfect and understand it, because I wasn't able to do it before. People would show me how to do it, and I would always like use my back to try to lift, and my technique was off, and it hurt. It was horrible, but I finally understood it at this point. And okay, this is the second set. That's ukigoshi. Boom. I mean, it seems simple, and it is, but there's a lot of details that go into this. You see, like posture, stay straight. The way you turn when you get off the ground, you have to always, you never give your back to the judges. That's something that you guys will notice. And that's araigoshi. Boom. You see how I grab his omoplata from the back. That's pretty interesting. Somebody said, good drop for Seonagi. Oh, thank you, Jay. All right, so where are we now? Oh, this is a surikomi goshi. Boom. And there's actually a logic, a sequential logic to the way they do like the katas and the techniques. So you see here, this is like the final step of the goshi, right? First, you start off with ukigoshi, then araigoshi, and then surikomi goshi. There's a logic behind that, and I'll explain it in another video because it's just like a lot of information. But just want to show you guys. Oh, and I was so ready for this exam. I've been practicing for 18 months, guys. 18 months. So it was very automatic. I wasn't stressed. I was in there to perform and basically demonstrate, my skill set. Of course, I go in there confident because I prepared very well, and it's the only way you could go in anyway. Like if you're gonna go in and perform, then you have to be confident, or else what? You're gonna be a nervous wreck and hesitate, and then of course make mistakes. So that's sasae, right? And one thing this is funny, haraigoshi. Sorry, is that no, not haraigoshi? Uchimata is actually a foot technique. It's I learned the whole gokyo this whole time, and it's a foot technique. Nobody knows that, but well, actually, I did it. But I think a lot of people don't know that as well. Like it's not considered. I would have thought like it would be a hip technique, a goshi, right? But it's not. It's actually an ashiwaza. And then we're done. See, so there's actually 2 sets left, but you don't learn that until the second dan. And the second dan won't be available to me for another 2 years. And so I have to have my Shodan for 2 years, and then I have to have 170 points to be eligible to go for it, to do the exam. And then I would have to do this again, but as the whole set in itself. And voila, that's done. So I'm gonna pause here. That's how the exam looked. And by the way, guys, I got unanimous decision from all 3 judges, because after this, right, then there's the gokyo. So then they're gonna call out techniques, and I have to demonstrate them. And then there was supposed to be the randori, but like I said, they didn't ask me to do it. But once the exam is done, they call you up to the table. You both walk up there, and then there's 3 things that could possibly happen. They shake your hand, they say congratulations. If they shake your hand and they say congrats, it means you got it, right? Done. And nothing for them to complain about. Or they could be talking and they could tell you, listen, you got to work on this, you got to work on that, you got to improve so and so. They're giving you feedback, they're giving you some pointers, some things that you have to work on. And then they could say, congratulations. Or it might be that they start talking and then tell you, sorry, you didn't get it this time, but next time. So in either case, either it's handshake right away, congratulations, great job, or it's a little bit of feedback, great job, you got it. Or it's no, you didn't. It's a lot of feedback and then you didn't get it. So when I walked up to that table, it was, boy, you got it. Congratulations. And I told them, oh, thank you very much. Worked so hard, been doing this for 18 months. They're like, oh, it shows. And then at the end, and then when we're about to walk away, one of the judges told me, well, there is this one little thing that I just want to let you know. And she was like, and it's really like your whole thing was perfect. It was just that when you're walking backwards, she wanted me to keep a little bit more tension on the kazushi, right? The off balancing. So she was telling me I was slacking it a little bit, but I mean, when looking back at the video now, man, it must have been maybe on one or two techniques. I'm not sure, but it was very hard, even for me to look back, knowing what she told me. It's hard for me to tell what happened there. So there you go, guys. Black belt, legitimate Shodan. Am I going to go for second dan and third dan? I think I will, guys. I think I will. And the reason why is because I want to finish this. So the Nage-no-kata is not finished yet. There's still two more sets. So I want to finish the Nage-no-kata, and then I also want to learn the ground kata. I forgot what it's called. So for those of you guys who know, just drop it in the comment section. There's a name for the ground kata. And once you finish this, you end up third dan, right? And I think, to me, third dan would be pretty much as far as I would want to go in terms of ranking and all that in judo. But judo is really a lifetime study for me. Discipline and martial art and all kinds of sport, obviously. So I think I'm going to go all the way to third dan, but I am going to take a little break for now in terms of learning kata. Like, I'm going to wait maybe a year before I get back into kata because I just spent 18 months doing it. Of course, I'm still going to practice judo, but some news for you guys. I might be going back to BJJ to get my black belt. So BJJ, it's been a long time. It's been, wow. Let's see. I stopped BJJ when I was at 36. Yeah, when I started judo, I stopped BJJ. I was blue belt. So I spoke with my coach and a very good friend of mine. He told me to come back, get my black belt. So we're going to talk about that, see what that looks like. He's the only club in Montreal that I would be, as of now, comfortable trusting them to rank me properly and fairly would be that club. So it's OMA BJJ. If you guys ever heard of it in Montreal. So I might be going back there and training to eventually get my black belt. I think that 5 years would be reasonable. I'm 44 right now, so maybe 5-6 years, right? By the time I'm 50, I should be able to get the black belt. I think that would be realistic. So I'm definitely thinking about it. It's a question of time. So I have to think about that, but I still want to do judo, right? Like I'm still really into judo. Judo is my main thing, and then BJJ is also a really fun thing. I mean, BJJ brought me to judo, and now I'm going back to BJJ, but I'm still a judo guy. But I'm gonna be a BJJ guy too. It's all just fun and games, man. So that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm going to go back to. Well, I'm thinking about it. I'll let you guys know. But there's very good chances I'm gonna go back training in BJJ, and of course I'll keep training judo, maybe a little bit less, but I won't compete for now. But because it's just a question of time. But I'll make other videos. Anyways, thank you guys for all the support. Black belt, legit. I know. And also, I just wanted to add one thing. So the kata that I want to learn, I want to finish the Nage-no-kata and then the ground kata. Once you learn those, I think that pretty much gives you a very well-rounded and understanding of judo at a pretty deep level. And also, somebody told me, one of the guys on the who was part of like Judo Quebec, he told me that if we knew how many people how many blood was spilt for the guys to come up with these two katas, then we would be a lot more appreciative and probably take it more seriously and study it. So that kind of stayed with me. And after all 18 months of studying this stuff and practicing, I realized that, you know, it's deep. Like if you understand the katas, why they were made the way they were made, the techniques, how they were set up, the way they were set up, how you're actually supposed to do it, and the concepts and the biomechanics behind it. Wow, it's really a beautiful thing, in my opinion. So there's that, and that's it, guys. Like I'm going to go for it, the second dan, the third dan, and that's going to take the time that it takes. And BJJ, definitely, I'm going to work towards the black belt. Competing, take a little break for now. When I'm able to free up some more time, I'll definitely go back to competing. And to me, at this point, competing, I have nothing personally. I have nothing to prove to myself, but I do it because why not? It's fun, and it's a way to motivate me to stay in shape, to motivate me to get better and improve, and test my skill set and to show myself that I could still do it. So I'm 44 right now. I'm probably going to be in honestly very, very good shape for a very, very long time because I believe I have. I know what I'm doing, and yeah, I'll share everything with you guys, like as we in subsequent videos and all. All right, guys, thank you very much. All right, how do I stop this?